A few days ago, a highly controversial and far-reaching incident erupted in the global gambling community, particularly among baccarat enthusiasts, sending shockwaves through the scene like a deep-sea bomb stirring up 1,000 ripples. The epicenter of this event was Jeju Island, South Korea, a place known for its scenic beauty yet teeming with undercurrents. Jeju, often dubbed the Hawaii of the East, is celebrated for its volcanic rocks, waterfalls, and beaches, but it's equally famous for its numerous casinos, exclusively catering to foreigners. However, the spotlight this time fell on one particular casino, notorious in gambling circles for its dubious reputation, to put it mildly. For years, countless gamblers setting foot in this venue have harbored suspicions, sensing something fishy beneath the tables, with clouds of cheating allegations perpetually hanging under its lavish crystal chandeliers. These suspicions weren't baseless but stemmed from the bitter experiences of numerous players and inexplicable card patterns. There were even rumors that major national broadcasters had indirectly reported on the casino chaos in the region. In short, for over a decade, the notion that this casino is rigging the game has been an open secret, whispered among gamblers. Yet, rumors remained rumors and suspicions were just that, suspicions. Without concrete evidence, nothing could be proven. That is, until a few days ago, when a seemingly trivial mishap tore through the veil of pretense in an instant. On the day of the incident, the casino was, as always, buzzing with voices and charged with a tense, electric atmosphere. At a high-stakes baccarat table, a crowd of focused gamblers gathered, most of whom were familiar faces, players from mainland China. They were here, spending lavishly, hoping for a stroke of luck. The game was proceeding smoothly, with a stone-faced male dealer handling the cards. But as the game reached its 7th round, or more precisely, the moment the 7th card was dealt, a jaw-dropping scene unfolded. The dealer slowly drew a card from the ornate shoe, only for its back to reveal a stark blue color, in stark contrast to the uniform red-backed deck in play. Every card on that table was supposed to be an impeccable replica, flawlessly red. This sudden blue card was like a drop of ink on white paper, instantly tainting the game's fairness and igniting the long-suppressed fury in the hearts of the gamblers, especially those already red-eyed from heavy losses. Many of these Chinese players, who had traveled far, had already lost life-changing sums in this casino. Millions, tens of millions, even hundreds of millions. Deep down, they had always harbored doubts about the casino's integrity, a feeling akin to being blindfolded in an unfair duel against an opponent wielding a hidden weapon. Now, this blue card was like a bolt of lightning piercing the night, illuminating all their doubts, frustrations, and rage. To them, it was no longer just a card of the wrong color. It was ironclad proof of the casino's cheating. The scene erupted in chaos. Shouts of "Cheat! You're cheating!" echoed relentlessly. They believed that if the casino was indeed manipulating the game in such a way, no matter how much money they brought, the outcome was inevitable. They'd be bled dry, reduced to cold digits on the casino's profit ledger. United in unprecedented outrage, the players surrounded the table, demanding a reasonable explanation for the rogue blue card's appearance. At this tense moment, a casino manager, referred to as a supervisor or someone of similar rank, rushed to the scene. His face darkened at the sight. According to eyewitnesses, his first reaction wasn't to calm the players or investigate, but to swiftly grab the 2 critical cards on the table, including the damning blue one, and attempt to leave. His intent was clear: destroy the evidence and make the incident vanish as if it never happened, smothering the cheating allegations in their cradle. But he underestimated the players' resolve and fury. These gamblers, especially the fiery, no-nonsense northern Chinese men who had lost fortunes, weren't about to let him slip away. As he turned to leave, a strong hand clamped onto his wrist, yanking him back. The players encircled him, shouting, "Trying to run? Destroy the evidence? No one's leaving until we get answers. You're cheating." A heated confrontation ensued. The casino vehemently denied the accusations, insisting it was merely an accident, a mistake, and countered, "What proof do you have that we're cheating?" Meanwhile, casino security quickly mobilized, attempting to control the situation and protect their manager. The standoff pushed the atmosphere to a boiling point. As the situation spiraled, the casino took a harder line. They called the police. In their narrative, This was a case of disgruntled losers causing a disturbance and maliciously disrupting operations. They painted themselves as victims and the protesting gamblers as troublemakers. Soon, a swarm of police, including heavily equipped riot units, arrived with sirens blaring, surrounding the casino. In the face of such overwhelming state power, the individual player's strength seemed pitifully small. No matter how they explained, pointing to the blue card as evidence to the authorities, they were just a mob of agitated troublemakers. The outcome was predictable. Those deemed ringleaders were arrested. Some not only faced the loss of their massive gambling losses but now risked legal repercussions, possibly probation or other penalties. A devastating blow. The cheating scandal, in a bitterly ironic and helpless twist, temporarily concluded, but it sparked a raging storm of debate online and among the gambling community. The incident's discussion reached fever pitch, with theories and speculations abounding, broadly split into two camps: the staunch cheating theory and the mistake theory attempting to downplay it. Let's first dive into the widely accepted cheating theory, backed by roughly 80% of the public. They argue this was no accident but a catastrophic slip in the casino's long-running, systematic cheating. At the heart of this scheme, they believe, is a highly sophisticated black box card shoe. This shoe is allegedly modified with intricate internal mechanisms far more complex than it appears. The prevailing theory is that about 1/3 from the front of the shoe, there's a hidden compartment or device capable of concealing or storing specific cards. During shuffling or cutting, the casino could, through pre-programmed settings or remote control, hide favorable cards, like 8s or 9s, or remove unfavorable ones, like 0s or 1s. At critical moments, the dealer could trigger this black box with a subtle action, a tiny button or specific card-pushing gesture, to swap or deal the hidden target card undetected. The blue card in this incident is seen as a glitch in this cheating chain. The most popular explanation is that the casino prepared multiple cheating decks with different colored backs for various scenarios or rotations. During a deck switch, a staff error left one blue card from a previous cheating deck uncleared, stuck in the black box's intricate mechanism. When the dealer activated the cheating program to deal a hidden card, the device malfunctioned or misaligned, spitting out the forgotten blue card. This theory neatly ties together the seemingly contradictory cheating and mistake elements, explaining both the appearance of a different colored card and the dramatic exposure of the scam. However, the remaining 20%, along with some suspiciously defensive voices, propose various mistake theories to frame it as an unfortunate accident. The first, likely the casino's official stance, claims it was a dealer's oversight during shoe cleaning. They argue the previous deck was blue-backed, and one card got stuck in a crevice of the shoe's exit slot, unnoticed before the new red deck was loaded. This explanation was swiftly debunked by seasoned players for its glaring flaws. A poker card isn't a hare or an ant. It has significant size and rigidity. Dealers, trained rigorously, follow strict protocols for clearing the shoe. How could they miss something so obvious? Moreover, in standard baccarat procedure, after loading a new deck, the dealer draws the first card to determine how many cards to burn or discard. If a blue card was stuck at the front, it should have been spotted during this process, not 7 rounds later. What magical spot could it have been lodged in to evade multiple checks until that critical moment? This explanation is flimsy and absurd. The second excuse shifts blame to the card manufacturer, suggesting a production error mixed a blue card into an all-red deck, typically 8 decks. While this sounds slightly plausible, it doesn't hold up. Top-tier manufacturers like USPCC, which supply casino-grade cards, enforce rigorous quality checks on color, size, weight, and serial numbers. Decks are sealed and ordered precisely. A single wrong-colored card slipping through is nearly impossible, and even if it did, the casino's pre-use inspections, checking backs and shuffling, would catch it. This factory error excuse lacks credibility. A third, even more outlandish claim suggests the casino, to cut costs, reuses old cards. Good cards, those not overly creased or damaged, are allegedly cleaned backstage and reintroduced. During this, a blue card might have been mixed in. This is laughable. Reputable casinos, especially for high-stakes baccarat, have strict card management rules. Used cards are destroyed on-site, e.g., punched or corner-cut, to prevent cheating or reuse. Recycling cards for high-stakes games is not only unprofessional but invites fraud, something no sensibly managed casino would do. This theory is the least credible, seemingly designed to muddy the waters. Interestingly, this debate shows a clear regional divide. Most overseas players and commentators lean toward the cheating theory, while some Jeju-based bloggers and content creators vehemently defend the casino, insisting it was a simple mistake and urging trust in its integrity. Their motives are unclear, perhaps tied to local casino interests or a desire to protect Jeju's tourism image, but their arguments ring hollow against the tide of skepticism. This incident also unearths a deeper, thought-provoking issue: Jeju's casino policies. It's well known that Jeju's casinos bar South Korean citizens, allowing only foreign passport holders to gamble. This isn't unique to Jeju. Saipan in the US and planned casinos in Thailand have similar rules to shield locals from gambling's harms. On the surface, this seems noble, protecting citizens from addiction and ruin to maintain social stability. But beneath this protection lies a cold, selfish logic. It's like a rancher guarding his own flock while eagerly inviting others' sheep into his slaughterhouse. Allowing only foreigners to lose money while barring locals sends a dangerous signal. The game is inherently unfair, a trap set for outsiders. If the environment were truly fair, why fear local participation? This discriminatory policy fuels foreign players' distrust and sense of being targeted, making the cheating allegations all the more believable. If you set barriers to protect your sheep, it's not a stretch to assume you'd use underhanded tactics to shear the foreign ones more efficiently. This systemic inequality renders all defenses hollow. Thus, this incident is more than just a blue card. It detonated the long-simmering grievances and anger of foreign gamblers. They felt like lambs to the slaughter from the start, their money treated as guaranteed profit. This unfair treatment, this sense of being designed and calculated against, is what's truly unbearable. For those unfamiliar with baccarat's intricacies, entering a casino is already a low-odds game. If the casino manipulates it further, there's no chance at all, just a predetermined fleecing. Ultimately, we must acknowledge that modern casino cheating methods far exceed the average person's imagination. If it's just a prearranged program deck, while still cheating, skilled card counters or experienced players might still have a sliver of predictive ability. But if, as this incident suggests, the casino uses a black box for real-time card control, the game changes entirely. The casino becomes the absolute master, deciding card outcomes based on bets to ensure its victory. No skill, strategy, or luck matters. You're facing a meticulously orchestrated scam, not a game of chance. Such a casino isn't a casino. It's a wealth-grinding machine. While we can't dismantle the suspect's shoe to verify the clues, the casino's tarnished reputation, the manager's attempt to destroy evidence, the flimsy official explanations, and the discriminatory policies tilt the scales undeniably toward one truth. This incident serves as the loudest warning yet to all who tread this path.